All right, to continue on.
Mm-hmm.
You're familiar with this Muslim backlash that's going on, whether it's here in this country or basically around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a complaint out there, as I'm sure you're well aware, that these Muslim women wear these hijabs. Is that how you say it properly?
Hijab or
hijab?
I don't know.
They wear these scarves around their head.
Yeah.
Well, apparently there's been a complaint that Muslim students are getting their hijabs pulled off by teachers in classrooms across the nation. Now, do you think? Now, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but what are the possibilities, or what do you think the percentage of times that a Muslim girl goes into a class, she's got this headscarf thing on, and somebody just comes up, be it the teacher, and just rips it off her head?
Oh, about 1 in a zillion?
That's my point.
Probably less likely than a teacher fucking a student.
Yeah. Well, anyway, a Virginia school district has placed a teacher,
One single.
on leave for removing a student's hijab from her head.
Okay.
The student took to Twitter,
Of course,
after the incident Wednesday, saying that her hijab was ripped off her head by a teacher she appreciated and valued.
She valued the teacher?
Yeah, she was violated by this teacher who she entrusted and valued and respected.
All right, that's great.
An account that appeared to belong to the student said she was talking with her friend when the teacher pulled off her hijab from behind. To her shock, he then said, "Your hair is so pretty," she said on Twitter.
Your hair is so pretty?
The teacher apparently said that. It was a man teacher, a male teacher.
He's probably doing jail time for this then.
Mm-hmm. The Fairfax County Police District released a statement calling the incident inappropriate and unacceptable.
And shocking and outrageous and crazy.
Right.
And they asked for the death penalty for this guy.
Exactly. FCPS takes this incident seriously, and while the thorough investigation of the incident is conducted, the teacher has been placed on leave.
Are you fucking kidding me? For pulling off a hat?
Yeah.
Did you remember when remember when you would wear a hat like inside, like 2 steps inside the school?
And the teacher would take it off and put it in your hand.
Or bust you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
I mean, our teachers, honestly, we would come in the front doors, and, back in those days, everybody wore hats. That was like baseball hats.
Yeah, of course.
And I mean, if we got 3 steps into the school, our principal would belt us in the back of the head to knock the hat off our head.
Sure.
It'd be like, get that shit off your head.
Take your hat off.
Yeah, what do you think, you're still outside? Get that hat off in my building.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The Council on American Islamic Relations confirmed the Twitter statements from the student. We welcome the decision to place the teacher on leave and to apologize to the student and her family, but further disciplinary action needs to be taken based on the results of the investigation into the disturbing incident.
Right, so this guy needs to apologize, but we still want him fired.
Right.
Fuck you. If I was his teacher, I wouldn't apologize for shit.
Yeah. No student should be bullied or attacked because of his or her faith.
Bullied and attacked.
Yep.
Right.
Teachers must protect students, not subject them to harassment and or intimidation.
Yeah. How about you leave your fucking religion home?
Yeah.
That's where you're allowed to practice your religion, at home, in your synagogue, in your mosque, in your church. Not at fucking school.
School districts have reported hijab pulling at schools across the nation from teachers and students in recent months.
Mm-hmm.
CAIR also called for the removal of a teacher from Nashville, Tennessee, a charter school last weekend. A teacher from the school uploaded a video to social media showing a student at the New Vision Academy charter school having her hijab removed to show students. In the video, the girl is seen trying to cover up her hair as someone tries to pull her hijab and play with her hair.
Oh my God. That should be a criminal violation.
A Snapchat video of the incident showed students touching the student's hair with the caption, "Pretty hair."
Holy shit. Death penalty.
Mm-hmm.
My God.
The teacher was later suspended without pay last week. New Vision will use this video as an opportunity to press forward with increasing cultural sensitivity and awareness among all members of the New Vision community. In May,
do you think that these fucking knotheads that are whining about this shit, do they understand that by making all this, what they're doing is alienating the kid for the rest of their time in school?
Well, it has a twofold purpose or twofold effect, rather.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
One, as you just said, it alienates the student.
Yeah.
And two, it infuriates that quote unquote, that underground hate group.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that we talked about earlier in the show.
Right.
It's like, fuck those people.
Yeah.
So
I know that would be me if I knew that giving any student any kind of shit would cause me hassle, they'd be out of my fucking circle.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't give them the time of day. They would be shunned because they wouldn't be worth it. So, and that's what they're doing with this kind of shit. You know, I mean, dude, kids fuck with other kids about their clothes. It always has been that way, hasn't it?
Sure, absolutely.
You know, that's just part of the game, and you suck it up and you deal with it. What, you can't get your fucking hat pulled? Get your hair touched? What? Because somebody else doesn't bow down to your fucking religion? Fuck you. Take it to your fucking mosque. You can have all the fucking prayer and bullshit that you want there.
In May, a Bronx substitute teacher in the New York City ripped off a second grade student's hijab because the student was allegedly misbehaving. The teacher was later charged with a hate crime.
Are you fucking kidding me? A hate crime?
A hate crime.
Taking off their hat?
Yeah.
Why are they allowed to wear that fucking hat inside?
Because it's religious expression.
So what? I used to worship baseball. I couldn't wear my hat. Stupid.
I agree. Well, this goes back to something that you and I have kind of discussed on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the reasons people are so accommodating, if you will, of the Muslims, because they're afraid of them.
You think?
I think so.
Afraid in like physical afraid or afraid to
they're afraid that, you know, if you fuck with them, that they're going to come bomb your house. Seriously.
Do you know people like that?
No, I don't know anybody like that. I don't know any Muslims. I have not seen any, but I'm thinking that because of the radical Muslim terrorists, or the terrorism that goes on in the name of religion, mostly Muslim religion, people live in fear.
You got to be a special kind of pussy to be that kind of
Well, but the thing is I think people are like the Obama administration. Well, let's just placate them. You know, let's just placate them. Just let them, just let them do what they want, because if they don't, they're liable to come back and, blow the school up.
I'm so glad I grew up when I did. We didn't have any of this.
No, we didn't.
I mean, this would never have happened. Can you imagine if somebody would have come in and said, well, my religion says I have to wear this fucking headscarf? That shit, they'd have been thrown out of class. They would have been. They'd have been isolated to a private room for class.
Right.
That's what would have happened. They'd have been thrown out for not fucking playing along. So fucking stupid. Ugh. Oh, well. I guess that's the way they want it. That's the way the government wants it, so have at it. I'll be dead soon. You can have your way.
Yeah, I just think that people are afraid. They're afraid of the retribution.
There's probably some truth to that.
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
All right.